Discover Jesus is about discovering Jesus in the Scriptures. Who is the Jesus of the Scriptures? Now, it's based off of the Discovery Land, and so it's ideal for parents of kids who are in Discovery Land. But it's not just exclusively for them. Anybody who's been in the Scriptures, Old Testament, New Testament, and they think maybe it's gotten a little dry for them, maybe they've seen things that they know there's something more there, but they just don't know what it is, that's the place to be, is Discover Jesus. We'll talk about those things in a 20-minute lesson, maybe 30 minutes at the most, before we get into a question and answer, before we get into a discussion, and then we'll end it with an application. We're going to use the Old Testament to help explain the New Testament. We're going to use the New Testament to help explain the Old Testament. There's no other books or materials required. Discover Jesus is based off of a couple of scenes in the New Testament where Jesus was confronting the religious crowd. And he said, you search in the Scriptures because you think that in them you have eternal life. But it's these that testify of me. And when Jesus was resurrected, he said to his disciples, don't you understand now that everything that Moses wrote about, everything in the prophets, everything in the Psalms, it's all about me. And it says that he opened their eyes to the Scriptures. What we're going to do in Discover Jesus is simply this. We're going to see Jesus fleshed out in the Scriptures. We're going to see how that's still relevant for our lives. And we're going to observe our lives during the week. And we're going to see if maybe God is teaching us personally the lessons that we learn Sunday morning in our real lives during the week, on the job, in our families.